Today we'll start with Micronoma, and I'm really pleased as well to have Sandrine, who is one of the founder or the only founder of your company. Sandrine, tell us more. And whenever you're ready, share your screen, and in that case, we'll be ready to start.
Hi everyone. Yeah, I like to be a one-man show, but I'm not. I have three co-founders. We are three co-founders. I'm going to tell you more about that in a second. So
whenever you're ready, we may start.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. And you see my screen? Perfect. So I'm located in California. I'm in the south end of California. I'm in San Diego. That's where Micronoma is headquartered. And our focus is to diagnose early stage cancer using a plasma signature that we find that of microbial origin. And we do that with a lot of AI and machine learning. So I won't be able to go into too much details, but hopefully that should be of interest to you. Why do we care about early cancer detection? Well, it's because, as you are unfortunately well aware, 18 million people get new cancer cases every year. 9 million are going to die of it every year. But we could make some changes for 4 million of the people on the planet if only we had an early detection method. And why is that? Here I'm giving you the lung cancer example. Most of our lung cancer, and it's worldwide, are detected in stage 3 or in stage 4. Unfortunately, at these stages, lung cancer is very difficult to cure, which gives a 5-year survival rate in the 5 to 20% over 5 years. If you were able to detect lung cancer in stage 1, the survival rate over 5 years is 90%, so make it a very curable disease. So really our goal is to be able to bring a method that can do early stage detection. As I mentioned, there is 3 of us who co-founded the company. We are coming from the University of California, San Diego, where we have one of the best microbiome center, the Center for Microbiome Innovation. I myself have an industry pedigree. I just spent 3.5 years in UC San Diego and work with this team of co-founder, Greg and Rob, which are tremendous experts in the field of microbiome, to come up with this company. And so what do we mean by focusing on microbiome? We believe that life is microbial. Microbes were on the planet way before humans went there, bacteria, fungi, viruses. We had to adapt to them and not the other way around. When you look at our cell composition, we are only 30% human. When you look at our gene composition, only 1% of the genes in the human genome are from really human. There is 2 million of genes at all time on us, in us, producing tons of things that we need to survive. And so with that in mind, we decided to look at, hey, what about cancer? Is that a microbial link as well? And so that's the data that you will see that has been published in Nature in March 2020. We did a magnificent data mining through AI and machine learning in the Cancer Genome Atlas. It was 11,000 patients, 33 different tumor types, and it enabled us to arrive to multiple conclusions. Tumor tissue have microbes in them, and that is just starting to emerge as a science. So we confirmed that. What was most interesting to us is that these microbes are very specific from the cancer type. So the microbes in the lung tissue, cancer lung tissue is different from a breast cancer lung tissue. And we could distinguish between healthy and sick. And the most important thing that led us to Micronoma is that we can find this signature in the blood. We don't have to do biopsy. We can just take a blood samples and predict if you have a cancer type. And so that gives us a very easy solution. We take a blood samples, we analyze it, we give a likelihood report of cancer versus non-cancer. As you are well aware, this is a deadly disease, and so the market size is huge for cancer, even for liquid biopsy. And here we are at the early stage. You can see on this map, we are in the early stage of our company. We are going to raise Series A sometimes in July.
Thank you so much. Who would like to be the first one to ask questions?
I'm not too clear, if I may. Really well done. Thank you for this. I hope that you are super successful. That will be great. Your fundraising in July, I'm not clear about the status of the product or the service? How close is it to being at least you know, in the field or ready to be used or even go into FDA testing? And the second question is, other than money, what else can we help you as a collective, as a group?
So thank you very much for this question. So in terms of the product, we are going to, liquid biopsy do not operate under FDA guidance in the early stage. We are operating under CLIA lab, so it's going to be a service provider. We are doing the validation and will be certified later this year so that we can start providing the assay. Specifically, our first assay is going to be for lung cancer, which is one of the most important cancer on the planet. We'll start being able to provide that as a CLIA certified service at the end of this year. So the Series A we are going to do is going to enable us to commercialize that and expand our portfolio of cancer detection kit. What beside supporting with finance, this is, as you may have known, microbiome and cancer detection are two hot topics, but that people have sometimes, you know, and I guess that's why we're in the Unicorn, it's too good to be true. And so we need to have the people enabling us to convey the message that no, it is not too good to be true. It is a reality. And so expanding the message of this technology would be great.
Thank you, Jordan. Who would like to proceed?
So is your goal to detect the cancer at stage 1? Is that what you're
Stage 1 and stage 2, yes, because this is where no one really works well right now. No method works really well in stage 1 and stage 2 at a time where it would be easier to cure the disease. Most methodology have to wait until your cancer reaches a certain size, stage 3 and stage 4, when you are at risk of metastasis and it's more difficult to cure. So yes, absolutely, we are focusing on early stage. We can detect on late stage, but other methods can do that. Our forte is really in the early stage.
So how close are you?
We are doing right now, we are running our third study. So we ran the initial study on 11,000 samples, focused on 33 different cancer types. We did a smaller study on 3 cancer types, and now we are focusing on lung cancer on a cohort of about 1,000 people. So that's where we are doing our third validation on lung cancer as we speak.
How accurate were the results?
Sorry, excuse
me? That was the same question.
How accurate were the results?
So we are the most accurate on the market for right now from what we have seen. We have a specificity and a sensitivity both around 90%. So in lung cancer specifically, one of the problem is a false positive, and we have very little false positive. And when I say it's a big problem, low-dose CT scan has about 90% false positive. We are way below that. We are between around 10% at most of false positive, which makes a big difference because you don't have to do tissue biopsy if you have little false positive.
Thank you so much, Sandrine. The time is up. Please, if you have additional questions, please proceed in chat. But also, while we will be moving to our startup number 2,